welcome to our employees, not employees, but with different, I would say, with different people that go in and out from this little market, and some of them are just talking about how they're gonna be playing the scratch lottery tickets, the scratchers, to just win the grand prize and do not have to work. Others are just being in pain due to prices. Others are like giving him an attitude. But the most funny one was, at the first glance of the film, there's like this mother that is buying certain specific things, and the daughter steals a chocolate, and he's like, "What's your name?" And then he goes ahead and says, like, she provides him the name. He's like, "Oh, girls from that name, I don't think that they are girls that steal." The funny of the thing is that throughout this comedy short, there is a big message inside it. There's one key moment on the film that one of the people that was in the mart told the main character, like, "Hey, did you hear that rumor that the owner of the store bought the bakery on the corner?" And he's like, "Oh, but it's just a rumor. I didn't heard it from the actual boss, so don't worry about it. Probably it's just a rumor." The boss comes in, and this is where it gets interesting, because the director went ahead and started panning out the camera and moving the camera towards the conversation of the main character and the boss, where they're having this debate of the economy in Puerto Rico and how he is investing in the business, but as well cutting his hours as an employee because he is going to open the bakery on the corner, and that in the mart there's not going to be selling bread anymore due to the fact that they're getting the bakery. The major key moment is when the main character goes ahead and starts telling the truth about the finances here in Puerto Rico and the economy, on how people are making these, I would say, apartments. And that's one of the things that the boss mentions, that it's there's like an apartment, I think like he can make 2 apartments on the top of the building, and he says that he's gonna like put them in Airbnb and whatnot. And then he goes ahead and he attacks him, being a fact that the owner is Puerto Rican. But the thing is that he does mention it in a general sense, but focuses as well as Puerto Ricans directly. And the major impact on the film, where you're like, yes, this is actually happening, you as an audience member, if you are somebody that lives in Puerto Rico, how these bosses from small stores or local stores are like investing on the business, but cutting hours, paying under the minimum wage, and actually making inflations on apartments for like that people from the states that come to visit go ahead and rent them in high prices. But it affects as well us here in Puerto Rico, due to the fact that, you know, when we're looking for apartments as a new family or a student or somebody that just wants to move out of their house, it's kind of impossible to be able to make rent. The thing is that one of the other things, or the moral of the story, is that the main character, Diosdado, goes ahead, and one of the characters go ahead and provides him like one of the scratch tickets. Throughout the film, we see the change of cameras, how it focuses a lot on the main character and the interaction. That brings a lot to the short film because you can maintain that simpleness, but what gives you the full power is the script, because it's a very, very interesting, funny script, plus how it was all planned out. And it brings so much to the table because the story brings a lesson. And not only a lesson, I would say that the story brings, I would say, like a look, like, hey, this is going on. What are you going to do about it? So the moral, one of the moral things of the film is as well, where the main character goes ahead and leaves the lottery ticket, or not the lottery ticket, the lottery scratcher, and leaves it in the store. He goes ahead and quits his job because of the mind thinking of his boss. He leaves, his boss gets the ticket, scratches it, and he wins. That's like, wow. I like that Natalia went ahead and provided us as much detail as possible on how the characters react on their lines, and how the camera is just very simple, straight shots, very simple pans, and it's really, really interesting on how she went ahead and made this short film as simple as possible, but is as powerful as possible as well. One of the other things that I did not expect from a short film, right, is that she did what's very common on like Marvel movies and movies that want to like make their own universes. But this one brought a post-credit scene where we get back to see the little girl, and the little girl is like the little girl is middle fingering the main character because she has the chocolate bar that apparently he got to not let her steal. But it's very funny because it's like, hey, so she had the chocolate at this time, at all times possible. I would say that this film is really great, amazing film, very amazing short film. Touches upon a lot of things that happen here in Puerto Rico, and as well, it brings us a lesson in general, in regards to not giving up, in regards to fighting for what you want to, as well, fighting for as well as your rights as an employee and as somebody that lives in this little island. I would say that Natalia Vega brought this to fruition, and it was amazing. The performance of all the characters on the film were amazing as well. Again, these are short films, so their performance is key to bringing the story to fruition. So I say that the performance was amazing, especially having such an A-list Puerto Rican actor in the short film as well. But it's just amazing how this film brought such a big message to fruition. So guys, thank you once again to listening to our reviews, as well watching them. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment below, and hit that bell like that you guys can get notified for new videos. We will see you in the next one, and thank you for the Festival of Europe of Puerto Rico to giving us the chance to cover these short films and much more.